Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Golden Bears will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, the ground game. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick release by the QB. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. And fires complete. Oh, what a move to get room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Opening day, and might as well build a little drama with a 3rd and goal early. It's complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. And he loses the football. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Trying to set up the screen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cal. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Great move, now he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. Pass to 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Going right to work up top. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Russell. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Jefferson. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Golden Bears want to move quickly. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throwing on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the pressure. Flips it out to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. To the air, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Got it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Still looking on the move. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way to...
And that is Interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is.
Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Floats it out in space. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here.
Green 25.
Snap to the back. Skips away from pressure. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Here we go.
Back has it. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the ride in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fakes to grab.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Makes the catch. It's Jefferson. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. And the Golden Bears in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bray. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Jefferson. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll use a timeout right back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006?
Continues to fight for yards. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. There he goes. And just like that, with the big play, they're set up as he goes out of bounds at the 18.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it. They got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
This offense, you can tell, it's confident, man. 4th down and short, in the red zone. Yeah, you could probably kick a field goal, but they stay aggressive. They trust their passing attack. Nice job getting rid of the football on time, setting up the 1st and goal.
The Golden Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it past the marker. Give him 96 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking for a man, it's Russell. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the right. This time he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapted. On the run, deep down the right side.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Lyle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Gonna sling it on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cal.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. That's caught. It's Harding. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Give to the running back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
On the ready. Let's go.
The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Terrier, gorilla.
Now the play fake. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Butler. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Give him 105 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Russell. He's got him in the flat. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
On the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they can't make the play on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Wants to bring it back. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cal. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Tennessee. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. He's going to keep it. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Got the first down and more. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Here's a heat. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Under fire. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Now the pitch. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
First down at the 46-yard line. Now a fourth down.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quick release on the RPO. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on second down. Buying some time. He wants a big play here late. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. Off play action. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.